So, good morning, all of you. So, today we will try to solve the few numericals on series and the parallel circuit. So, this one is the numerical. Okay. So, if you try to read this numerical and try to understand the meaning of that numerical, see that three resistances of equal value. Now, let me consider that three resistors and having its equal value of R ohm are connected in parallel across a DC supply. This is the first sentence. So from this sentence, let me try to imagine the diagram and I try to draw the diagram. Suppose this one is a first resistor, this one is the second resistor, and this one is the third resistor, and they are connected in parallel. It means that one terminal is connected to one common point and other terminal is connected to another common point, and these three resistors having its equal value, so I say that that value is R ohm. Get it my point? And this parallel combination is connected across a DC supply. So let me try to connect to the DC supply of V volt. The current drawn from the supply, they have not provided that the value of a total supply, but they have provided that the current drawn from the supply is a 15 ampere. Get it my point? If they are connected in a series, now when this same resistance, it means that R ohm resistance, when they are connected in a series, now they are connected in a series, I say that it's R ohm, and this is R ohm. When they are connected in a series across a same supply, and this is the key of this numerical here. Now the supply voltage is how much? It's the same for both the cases, for parallel connection as well as in the series connection. So I say that it's a V volt. What will be the current flowing through in this case, in the second case? This is the question here.
50.
Get it? Have you solved it? Hello? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. If you solve, no problem, just check it. Okay. And for those who have not solved this example, let me try to solve. You just cross check your answer. Okay. So as we know that here the three resistances when they are connected in parallel. So how we can calculate its total resistance? 1 upon R total is equal to 1 upon R plus 1 upon R plus 1 upon R. Now here the denominator is same. So we can do the addition of a numerator term. So I say that 1 upon R total, which is equal to 3 divided by R. So I can write R total is equal to R divided by 3, reciprocal of both the side. And then I apply that Ohm's law. Ohm's law here. And here I can write V is equal to I into R total. Is it right? Now here in this case, I is a 15 multiplied by R total is R divided by 3. Keep these things as it is. This V is nothing but V. Now, when these three resistors are connected in a series, now the second diagram. So we know that how we can calculate that R total, which is nothing but simply addition of all these things, R plus R plus R. So I say that this is nothing but 3R. And now if I apply that the Ohm's law for the second case, then I say that V is equal to I into R total. But in that case, we don't know that I. So let me try to put that I is as it is multiplied by 3R. Okay, this is a V. But if you see that in that equation number 1, and this is the equation number 2, supply voltage is remain same. That's why I said that this is the key. So when the left hand side, if it is same, so we can equate that the right hand side. So let me try to equate these things, and then I can write 15 multiplied by R divided by 3, which is equal to I multiplied by 3 into R. Is it right? Now, if I transfer this 3R to this side, then it should be divided, or better way, I can try to write it down 5R, which is equal to I multiplied by 3R. So 15 divided by 3, it becomes 5. Is it right? Then if I transfer this to this side, it becomes I is equal to 5R divided by 3R. So this RR will get cancelled and the remaining term is 5 divided by 3. Can you give me this answer? It's a 1 point.
6.
1.6.
Multiple times 6, so I can write 1.67 amperes. So this is the value when these same resistors are connected in series. A current flowing through that series combination is a 1.67 is that. Is it that clear? Okay, so please note it down. Okay, now please check this example. Let me try to explain. If you try to read this numerical very carefully, just check it. What is that? 3 resistors are connected in series. Now let me try to draw the diagram here. I consider that this is resistor 1, this is resistor 2, and this is resistor 3. And they are connected in series across a 12-volt battery. Let me try to connect that one DC voltage source. Now this is connected across a 12-volt battery. Now see that one sentence by sentence or word by word, I am trying to draw the diagram here. Let me consider that this is resistor R1, this is resistor R2, and this is resistor R3. They are connected in series across a battery of V volt. First resistor has a value of 1 ohm. Let me write it down. First resistor has a value of 1 ohm. Second has a voltage drop of 4 volt. Can I write it down here? V2 is equal to 4 volt. And the third has a power dissipation. Now, how much the power can be dissipated by this third resistor, which is nothing but 12 watt. Is it right? Calculate the value of circuit current. So we have to find out the circuit current I. Means this one value we have to find out. Let me assume that voltage drop across R1, it's a V1. Voltage drop across R2, it's already given. And the voltage drop across R3, let me assume that it's a V3. Get it, my point? Now, as we know that the basic property of the series circuit, in the series circuit, applied voltage is always equal to sum of these 3 voltage drops, V1 plus V2 plus V3. So can I make the sentence here? I can write that equation here. V is equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. This total voltage, we know that. Let me try to put that value. It's a 12 volt. Now this V1 is what? V1 is the voltage across the resistor R1. And we have that value of that R. So can I use that Ohm's law formula? V1 is equal to I into R1. Is it right? So I can write I into R1 plus V2. V2 is directly is given, not necessary to write that any formula over there. So I can directly put that value here. It's a 4 plus V3. We don't know that V3, but they have provided that the power consumption. So what is our formula for power? P is equal to V into I. Is it right? So in terms of this V3, can I write it down? V3 is equal to P3 upon I. If I transfer this I to the left hand side, it should be divided to the power. So I can write that V3 is nothing but P3 divided by I. Is it okay? Now let me try to simplify again the same equation. 12 is equal to I, R1 is 1. Either you can write it on multiplied by 1, or you can leave as it is. Is it right? Plus 4 plus, what is that value of P3? It's a 12 divided by I. Now, to get that equation, I will try to multiply both the side by I. If I try to multiply both sides by the circuit current I, then here I get 12I, which is equal to I square plus 4I plus 12. Is it right? And then if I transfer this 12I to this side, then my equation, it becomes I square plus 4I plus 12 minus 12I. It should be minus, and then is equal to 0. Then again, when I try to simplify these things, I square minus 8I plus 12, which is equal to 0. So if I try to solve these things, then here you will get the two answers. 1I minus 6 is equal to 0, and I minus 2 is equal to 0, means the two answer, it comes here. I is equal to 6 ampere and I is equal to 2 ampere. So this is the value of circuit current. Get it, my point? Okay, so please note down these things. Okay, now see that this one example. So you just have that attention here. I will try to solve this example. If you try to read this numerical very carefully, then you will get that one thing: a bulb rated. Now this, what is the meaning of this rated? The rated, the meaning of this word is nothing but the maximum capacity. Maximum capacity. Now this maximum capacity related to what? The maximum capacity is related to voltage, is related to current, is related to power, is related to temperature, etc. Is it right? So here one bulb is given and its rating is given. We call it a word rating. And the rating is nothing but what? It's a maximum capacity about voltage, current, power, temperature, etc. It means that now here a first bulb is given. Now suppose, let's assume that this is a first bulb. I say that bulb A. How much is the maximum voltage required to this bulb? That is nothing but how much? It's a 110 volt. And when 110 volt is available to this bulb A, definitely certain value of current will flow through that bulb. I say that I1, and due to that, it will consume the maximum power, that is nothing but 60 watt. It means that we cannot provide more than 110 volt to that lamp because it is the maximum capacity. कारण या बल्बची मॅक्सिमम कॅपॅसिटी किती आहे? 110 व्होल्ट. म्हणजे आपण त्याला 115 व्होल्ट दिलं, डेफिनेटली दॅट बल्ब विल बी परमनंटली डॅमेज. गेट इट माय पॉइंट? And to have the power consumption of that lamp 60 watt, definitely we have to provide this much voltage only. Now my question to you is that if you have that, the power of this lamp or this bulb, if you know that the voltage requirement, can you calculate that it's a current and the resistance?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So we have that formula. P is equal to, now I say that P1, this is first bulb, that's why I say that P1 is equal to V1 into I1. Now the power is 60 which is equal to V1 is 110 multiplied by I1. So I want that value of I1 which is equal to 60 divided by 110. So that I1 is equal to
0.54.
0.54 ampere. Now how you can calculate that resistance of this lamp or bulb? You have that value of current, you have that value of voltage, apply Ohm's law, or you have that another one formula for the power, P is equal to V square by R. With you can select any one of that formula and you can try to calculate that resistance. I use that Ohm's law here. I say that V1 is equal to I1 into R1. Now V1 is 110 is equal to 0.54 multiplied by R1. So I say that R1 is equal to
203.70.
203.70
0.
ohm. So this is the value. It means that when to this first bulb, when the supply voltage is 110 volt, that time it will take a current of 0.54 ampere, and when the current can flow in this lamp, it will consume the power which is equal to 60 watt. Is it that clear up to this point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now read that the next part of this numerical is connected with another bulb. आता कसा कनेक्ट करायचा त्यांनी दिलेलं नाही, सेरीज करायचा आहे का पॅरल कनेक्ट करायचा आहे, बट वी हॅव टू टेक अ डिसिजन ऑन इट. But now the second bulb, and again the rating of that second bulb is given 110 volt 100 watt. Now let me consider that this is another one bulb. I say that bulb B. And how much is the rating of that bulb related to voltage? Maximum voltage required to that bulb is also 110 volt, but the power rating is different, and that is nothing but 100 watt. Now with the first case, similarly, we will try to calculate the current and the resistance of the second bulb. Now I can use that formula, P2 is equal to V2 into I2. Now here the power is 100, voltage rating is same, that is nothing but I2. So that I2 is equal to 100 divided by 110. So that I2 is equal to
0.90.
0.90 ampere. Similarly, we can calculate V2 is equal to I2 into R2. So that V2 is 110, which is equal to 0.90 multiplied by R2. So that R2 is equal to
122.22.
122.22 ohm. Okay. So right now we have calculated separately requirement of both the lamp or bulb and its resistance. Now we have to think on it how they are connected to one another, because the next part is across a 220 volt mains. Now this is the key. This is the
Series.
key. So how they should be connected? In a series, because these two lamps are connected across a 220 volt. The total voltage is 220 volt. Means if we think like that, they are connected in parallel. It means that 220 volt is available for both the bulb. And when we connect the 220 volt to the both the bulb, definitely the bulb will be damaged, because its requirement is only 110 volt. And we know that when they are connected in a series, definitely 110 it goes to that lamp A, and another 110 it goes to that lamp B, and here our circuit property will be fulfilled. It means that they should be connected in a series. आता ज्यांना जर कोणाला अजून जर थोडंसं कन्फ्युजन असेल की बाबा ते पॅरल मध्ये का नाही, सेरीज मध्येच का, यू कॅन आस्क दिस क्वेश्चन. So here I say that it's a 220 volt. This is the bulb A, This is the bulb B. So definitely 110, it goes to that lamp A, and 110, it goes to that lamp B. So that addition of these two voltage drop must be equal to, it means that series circuit property, it will be fulfilled here. Is it that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now calculate. Now see that here the requirement of bulb A is 0.54 ampere, and the requirement of a bulb B is 0.9 ampere. It means that the requirement of current for both the bulb is different. Requirement of a current for both the bulb is different. But what is our circuit series circuit property? Same current, it will flow through it. Now how much current should flow through that circuit? This is the question. Get it my point? It means that we know that the one thing, the different current rating equipments we cannot connect it in a series. And the problem it comes here the requirement of both the lamps, both the bulb is different. Then how one can fulfill the requirement of a current also, requirement of a voltage also, and they can connect it in a series. म्हणजे आपल्याला या तिन्ही गोष्टीचा विचार करून सर्किट डिझाइन करायचं आहे. And for that, the next part is very important. Calculate the resistance which should be joined in a parallel with the first bulb. Now I have to connect one resistor in parallel with the first bulb so that our requirement should be fulfilled. Now let me try to connect one resistor in parallel with the first bulb. This is an unknown value of a resistance. We don't know that value. We have to calculate. But the thing is that 110 volt is available across this parallel resistance also and across the lamp A also. Now give me that how much current must flow through the circuit to fulfill the requirement. आपली रिक्वायरमेंट काय आहे की या ए बल्बनं 60 वॅट घेतला पाहिजे आणि त्याच्या अक्रॉस 110 व्होल्ट असला पाहिजे. या बी लॅम्पनं 100 वॅट पॉवर कंझ्युम केली पाहिजे आणि त्याच्या अक्रॉसचं व्होल्टेज 110 व्होल्ट आहे. आता ही रिक्वायरमेंट कशी फुलफिल करता येईल त्याच्यासाठी आता सर्किट करंट हा किती असला पाहिजे? कॅन एनीवन? आता मला
0.9.
आता मला सांगा ह्या बी बल्बने 100 वॅट पॉवर कंझ्युम करण्यासाठी त्या लॅम्प मधून किती करंट फ्लो झाला पाहिजे हो?
0.9.
0.9. बरोबर आहे. ए लॅम्पनं 60 वॅट पॉवर कंझ्युम करण्यासाठी त्या लॅम्प मधून किती करंट फ्लो झाला पाहिजे?
0.54 ampere.
0.54 ह्या लॅम्प मधून झाला पाहिजे. मग किती करंट आपण अज्युम करू शकतो किंवा किती करंट हा टोटल सर्किट करंट फ्लो झाला पाहिजे? एकच करंट फ्लो होणार आहे टोटल सर्किट करंट मधून. आणि जर तो आपण 0.9 कारण आपल्याला तो पुढे चालून 0.9 एवढाच करंट हा बी या लॅम्प मधून गेला पाहिजे. त्यामुळे टोटल सर्किट करंट हा 0.9च राहिला पाहिजे. मग ज्यावेळेस हा 0.9 एम्पियर करंट या पॉइंट मध्ये येईल कुठल्या या सेरीज सर्किटच्या पॅरलल सर्किटच्या या कॉमन पॉइंटला येईल त्यावेळेस 0.54 हा लॅम्प ए ला गेला पाहिजे आणि त्याचा जो काही डिफरन्स असेल कारण पॅरलल सर्किट मध्ये करंट डिवाइड होतोय त्याचा जो काही डिफरन्स असेल तो डिफरन्स या अननोन व्हॅल्यू ऑफ आर मधून फ्लो झाला पाहिजे. मग तो किती करंट असेल या आर मधून फ्लो होणारा करंट?
0.36.
how you can calculate it?
0.90 minus 0.54.
Absolutely correct. म्हणजे if you want to complete that specification of this entire circuit, so we say that current flowing through R, suppose I say that which is nothing but I to the base R, हा करंट या रेजिस्टन्स अननोन व्हॅल्यू ऑफ रेजिस्टन्स मधून फ्लो होतोय, विच इज इक्वल टू 0.9 minus 0.54, which is equal to how much?
36.
0.36 ampere. आता हा IR नाही बरं का, I to the base R हा काय इंडिकेट करतोय, करंट फ्लोइंग थ्रू द रेजिस्टन्स R. आता कोणाला तरी वाटेल की IR, अदर बेटर वे, नॉट नेसेसरी टू डू द कन्फ्युजन हिअर. लेट मी ट्राय टू रिमूव्ह. आता मी इथं I टोटल लिहिला तर पुन्हा अजून कन्फ्युजन होऊ शकतं की बाबा हा टोटल सर्किट करंट आहे का, पुन्हा एकदा रीड करताना. तर त्याच्यासाठी मी काय म्हणतो ह्याला I डॅश. That is nothing but the current flowing through this IR, and here I can denote it that current is a I dash. Is this one current? Is it right? And now once we know the current flowing through this unknown resistance R, we know the voltage across this unknown resistors R. Can you calculate that value of this unknown resistor R?
Yes, sir.
Apply
V
Ohm's
is
law. Ohm's law. See that number of times we use that. This is actually application of Ohm's law, which is equal to V is equal to I dash into R. But this V is it this V is a 220 volt?
No.
No, absolutely correct. So it becomes 110. I dash is 0.36 multiplied by R is as it is. So that R is equal to 110 divided by 0.36. So that R is equal to
305.55. 305.5.
305.55. म्हणजे बघा आता एवढा रेजिस्टन्स जर आपण लॅम्प ए च्या पॅरलल मध्ये कनेक्ट केला तर टोटल सर्किट करंट हे 0.9 असेल. या 0.9 पैकी 0.54 हा लॅम्प ए ला जाणार, त्यानंतर 0.36 हा करंट या आर मधून फ्लो होणार, आणि ज्या वेळेस 0.54 आणि 0.36 या पॉइंटला एकत्र येतील त्यावेळेस पुन्हा 0.9 हा बी मधून फ्लो होईल आणि टोटल करंट आपला 0.9 बाहेर पडला होता तेवढाच करंट हा निगेटिव्ह टर्मिनल मध्ये पुन्हा एंट्री करेल. ठीक आहे. सो दॅट that expectation or the specification of both the lamp will be working, and that is the last sentence, the bulb may take their rated power. कारण त्या दोन्ही बल्बनं त्यांचं जेवढं रेटिंग आहे पॉवरच्या बाबतीमध्ये ते त्यांनी घेतलं पाहिजे. म्हणजे ए बल्बनं 60 वॅट घेतलंच पाहिजे, बी बल्बनं 100 वॅट घेतलंच पाहिजे. म्हणजे ए बल्ब मधून 0.54 एवढा करंट गेलाच पाहिजे आणि बी बल्ब मधून 0.9 हा करंट एवढा गेलाच पाहिजे. त्याच्यासाठी आपण पॅरलल सर्किटचा एक कन्सेप्ट यूज केला, and that parallel resistance R need to be connected to bulb A so that that entire circuit will work as per expectation. Is it that clear?
Yes, sir.
Note it down.